All right, welcome back to the third video for the STAR goal setting sheet. Here you can see that I have the goal setting sheet open and we are ready to start filling this thing in. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to split my screen. Let's see, hopefully this works. I'm going to take this Word document here. I'm going to slide it over here. And then I'm going to find my second Word document. Actually, I'm going to pull this up. So what I did is I clipped and pasted the information from Eduphoria onto a Word document. So now I can have them side by side. So you can kind of see how I split the screen a little bit and we're able to work on both. So here's how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to kind of work backwards on this particular one. The reporting categories, again, are listed here, but there are only 4 questions that this guy missed. So I'm going to go and look at the wrong questions, or the questions that he got incorrect. And I'm going to see and start to subtract from the numbers that we've already established from the 11, 9, 11, 11. So looking for the 4 answer choices here, or the 4 wrong responses here, none of them are reporting category 1. So I can go into the benchmark column of our goal setting sheet. And I'm going to type in 11. So this kid went 11 for 11 with reporting category 1 questions, which makes sense because we did take this test in October after we had already covered the information from reporting category 1. So this is telling me that he is solid on that and he won't necessarily have to go back. Maybe a review will benefit him as we get closer to test time, but those concepts are in his brain somewhere. Let's move on to reporting category 2. So if I look at this, reporting category 2, he missed 1 of them. So it looks like he got 8 out of 9 for reporting category 2. So again, this information had been started prior to them taking the fall benchmark. So he may have had a little bit of information of this going in, perhaps information that he carried on from 6th grade or 7th grade. So there is some information there. He's 8 of 9. So, and now we go into reporting category 3. So he had 3 answer choices here that he missed. So reporting category 3, reporting category 3, reporting category 3. So that if we put him at 8 out of 11 on reporting category 3. He hadn't covered any of this information at that point. It was still 9 weeks away. And then finally, we'll take a look at this, and I'm going to double check again. Nope, those are only 4. Looking at reporting category 4, and I don't see any questions that he missed out of reporting category 4. So this is, he was 11 out of 11. Now, knowing what we know about reporting category 4, there is a lot of 7th grade stuff, a lot of 6th grade stuff that goes into it, particularly a lot of 7th grade stuff. So now it's evident that he carried information on from last year, which is a good thing to see. So we can total up these numbers. So 11 and 11 is 22, and 30, and that's 38. So this kid got 38 out of 42, and because I've done the math prior to this, I know that he got a 98%. So I'm going to go back to the Word document. We're done with the fall. Now we need to fill in the spring. So I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit so we can center this one up. I'm going to go back so I can still see the reporting categories. I'm going to scroll down, and both those clippings were put onto one document here. So I can go through, and on the second test, he only missed 1 question. So it makes it a little bit easy for me to fill this out. So he missed something in reporting category 4. So that means that he was 11 for 11 on reporting category 1, 9 for 9 on reporting category 2, 11 for 11 on reporting category 3, and 10 for 11 on reporting category 2. So that gives him a total of 41 out of 42 and a percentage of 98%. So obviously, the benefit of going through category 3 in the 3rd marking period, which some content had been covered prior to them testing, helped him a little bit. A little bit of a concern on this. He did miss 1 that he actually got the first time around. So I don't want him second guessing himself. So I'm going to check. I would check on that. Where's this kid? What's he doing? So Now we can go into the growth area, and here I'm going to put 0 growth, so he mastered it. He maxed it out both times, so pleased with that. Here we did have growth. He got 1 more question correct. In reporting category 3, he got 3 more questions correct. And then in reporting category 4, unfortunately, he got 1 question less. So right now he's sitting in a master's area. So if we look at this, if we move on to the next column, and it's asking how many more questions do you need in order to get to approaches, meets, and masters. So at this point, he doesn't need anything here. He's already surpassed that. He's already surpassed this. Oops. And he is here as well. So we want to make sure that now the goal is to maintain. We want to make sure that he is maintaining. So the same things are going to be for here as well. And I will just go in and copy and paste what his results were for here. Again, same thing here. And then here, he's already surpassed this. I said paste. Paste. And then finally, now the goal here is to get 1 more question. We need 1 more to be in this area. As I scroll over a little bit further, we can see that he has his goals. So the goal here is going to be 11, whether he knows it or not right now, but I'm setting his goals for him. 9, 11, 11. So we can see that he is in the master's area, and he did make progress. For the most part, he did make progress, the big 3. So if we were to total these up, he would show progress by 3 questions. So yes, we can change that here. We can show a progress of plus 8 percentage points, which is also I'm going to put here plus 3 answers is what he averaged it out. So he did make progress. So let's take a look at his. Let me open this up. I'm going to shrink this, and I'm going to open this guy up, and we're going to look at his effort score. So turning to the back side of the page, we'll go here, and so just based on these, I think I'm pretty sure he read. I'm guessing, so I'd have to see what he would think about this. But I'm going to give this kid a 3. I'm going to say I did not do my best. I sometimes read and reread. I was sometimes thinking about my thinking, showed some strategies. I can do much better. I don't know. That seems. Let's just, for argument's sake, we're going to put that there. So we gave him a 3. We can come back up here, and we want to fill in the 3 here. But this is a great piece to kind of get the kids thinking, like, okay, so you see your results, but what did you do? And how much effort did you put forth, especially in circumstances where they, potentially they are taking it online, they're at home, there's other distractions. So this could kind of be a little bit of a wake-up call. If a kid did, go through and they put down a 4, but their score doesn't necessarily reflect it, a reminder that sometimes even with your effort, the results don't come out the way that you want them to come out. And it's not a time to give up. You just kind of keep on trucking. You keep on working at it to get those results. So now that he's put his effort, a strategy plan. How is he going to make this better? So making sure the effort is put forth in reviews. Maybe he's going to make a goal to helping other classmates, because I always believe if you can help somebody with something, then it shows that you have mastery of that content. So I think that could be a potential goal for him, helping classmates to improve on their knowledge in science. And that could be that last push that this guy could need to get to that level. And then finally, let's say he wants to really implement test taking strategies and take my time on the test. So those are some of the plans that he can go through. And now it's there. He's put it on paper. And once it's on paper, he can start to move forward to get those things going. So there it is. There's your goal setting sheet in a nutshell. Filled out. I mean, you can change the colors. They can fill it out in Word. They could fill it out on paper pencil. A lot of different ways that it can be done. And I think it is very beneficial. Now the kids know the score of the game. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. If the kids know the score, they're more than likely to want to play. And if we're setting goals, maybe you just want to get one more question right in each one of these categories. Maybe we're shooting for that meets. Maybe we're pushing for that meets. Maybe we're pushing for the approaches. This is a great way for the kids to know where they're at and where they want to go and how they're going to do that. One last thing I'm going to share with you. I'm going to pull up the PowerPoint again, and I'm going to go through this. Once you've done this, you can start to create groups by having the kids fill in what their strengths are. So as a student or as a teacher, I could say, okay, here's the PowerPoint. Go ahead and fill in where you think that your strengths are. I did well in, and then they could type in their name into the reporting category. So I could type in Frank McDonald. I did good at matter and energy, and I also did very well in motion and energy. And then potentially I could say, but I need a little work in, and I'm going to put in, you know what, the earth and space got me a little bit, so I'm going to put my name in there. And the organisms and environments got me a little bit, so I'm going to put my name in there. And you start to form groups. And not only are you forming groups, you're also forming the content that needs to be covered with those groups. Not only that, you're also forming groups of kids who have excelled in it. So potentially you're creating peer-led tutoring with this information that you are gathering. So I think it's a great tool. I think it can be done. If the process seems a little overwhelming, potentially you don't use it with everybody. Maybe you start with your bubble kids, the kids that are on the verge of moving from meets to masters or approaches to meets. So just so that they can see where they're at. Maybe you're not doing all 150 kids. Maybe you're working with 20 kids. So that can be a great way to get yourself started on this and to see the benefits of it. I know that my kids have done it, and it's kind of refreshing to hear them say, "Dad, I'm really good at matter and energy, but I know I'm struggling a little bit in earth and space, so I'm going to focus in on that earth and space." So potentially that could be happening for your kids. You know where to find me. You know my email. You know my phone number. If you have any questions, call me. If you decide to use it, put it on Twitter so we can all see what worked for you. How did you get it to the kids? What did you do with the information once you got the information? How did the kids respond? How did they think? How did they feel about it? So let me know. Let us know. Thank you. If you need anything, reach out. Bye.